of September, midway through the first meteorological month of autumn, if we can believe this already, on a stunning, gorgeous, high overcast moving in from the west at 75 degrees on this football Saturday from the greater Roseville metropolitan area in the great state of Michigan. This is International VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing. Bell notification, subscribe to the channel, like it, and share to get that truth and information you've come to expect and need from the #1 cryptocurrency influencer in blockchain technology and XRP on social media and here exclusively on YouTube. We're going to bring you this next update here. It's been a few days, some travel. We're going to be International VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing as we have a 7-week job, 7 days a week, 10 hours a day from the communist country of Canada, right? About 30 miles down the road from where I'm at. But we're going to be doing some live videos from, not live, but updates from Canada as we're going to be in the horrible state run by the British and the Queen for the next 4 to 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 7 days, 10 hours a day. So we're going to enjoy our last day off here. But you can see the XRP price had a nice rally here as we're just going to do a brief technical analysis here, and we'll get into all the news and whatnot later on tonight. But you can see we bounced off that falling wedge in yellow. You can see if we look back here, we hit support. Let's get a better look at this. Right there. So we can get our industry exclusive YouTube made famous by VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing, our perching tool, right? Nobody else ever used to use a perching tool. And then we revolutionized game and industry here by coming out with this creation. But you can see in yellow, support, flush through on the great dump, past support, back down to where the pump started, came back up and used it as resistance, then had to blow up and came up to the upper resistance of the falling wedge in the yellow falling wedge triangle, right? And then support, resistance at the top of it, bounced off support, and now pumped up in this skinny wedge that's forming here. And if we take a look at it and zoomed in now that you know what we're talking about, we can see quite beautifully and easily here, we're bouncing off support and resistance in an orderly step-down fashion. Support, now we're running up to the moving averages again, and the last time you came up to the moving averages, it got rejected, right? So that's what we're going to watch out for here with the XRP price. Is it going to get rejected and come back down here to this underneath ascending or rising underneath support in green? See that right there? And that's actually where the local double bottom is from that wick dump, localized capitulation and crash flush that freaked out and scared the market into irrational thinking. Right now we're having our bounce back, and that's what we're going to watch out for. So over this weekend, what I can tell you easily is, can you break these moving averages and make it run to 57 cents? That would be your big target if you could have a massive pump to the upside. And then down below would be this rising green support, which matches the 42.5 cents flush wick low would be your major underneath support. And if you broke that level, obviously like we've been talking about, you would come down to that critical 37 cents. So in synopsis, in a quick recap, you have your 57 cents of major upper resistance. You got your 42 cent wick low down here is your major underneath brief support, followed by the 37 cents. It's what I would look for in the immediate short term here with the XRP price, right? And if there's any news we can scan across, Torres ruling is good news for XRP, but doesn't mean everything Ripple does with XRP has final clarity, which is obviously the case, because this is just an initial ruling and there's going to be challenges appeals, further explanation and details on what exactly they're talking about. XRPL, DeFi, 8 functions demonstrated by Steve Oz. We'll get into that a little bit later. And XRP leads with highest gains in daily NFT volume details. I don't think the NFTs, I think those are just a bunch of shysters. It's like snake oil or prayer water from a priest that you see on infomercials at 2 in the morning. I think NFTs are garbage. NFTs are the fleece heist and shiest, the retail trader and investor, and the newbie in crypto that really doesn't understand what's actually going on. And I would stay far, far away from NFTs, like when they were putting all those pictures as their cover sheet on Twitter and social media. You could screenshot that nonsense and have their same one-of-a-kind, unique NFT by screenshotting it, right? It's junk. It's a horse shit. Just like people were buying virtual houses to live next to Elon for an absurd amount of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars. What the fuck good is that? Go create your own house in the virtual world, you fucking morons. But I digress, right? But you can see the XLM, what I'd be watching out for, and there's two distinct things that I could see going on here. You had your nice run-up, hit major upper resistance that we talked about at 13 cents, got rejected, now you're back below all the major moving averages. Is you're either A, going to come back to 10.5 cents and then have to fight and scrawl and scratch your way to hold that area, or if you can't hold that area, you would fall all the way down to the top part of this orange trading box, a la the last line of defense shithouse, or get my shit together zone, or you're going to try to gather some steam here or at the 10.5 cents and make another run at that 13.5 cents. So that's your major area that I'd be watching out for in the XLM. It's 13.5 cents overhead resistance, 10.5 cents underneath support. It's about a 25% spread. But there are two critical areas of support and resistance, and that's what I would be watching out for. There, a little Bitcoin price, as we wrap this brief update up, is similar to there. You're sort of in no man's land. You're trying to, as we zoom out quickly to the daily time frame with the Bitcoin price, you can see we broke that rising channel that we were in. It could have been a bear flag, but it got too far extended out to be a technical bear flag, because the pole would be here and the flagpole would be about 9 times longer than the pole, and that invalidates a bear flag and it validates a rising channel. As you can see, this is a bear flag where the flagpole comes down right there in the flush, and then the flag is only about half as long as the flagpole. And then your technical target would be from the beginning of the drop to the end of the drop to the point of a breakout. And that pretty much got you pretty close to where this wick down to. But in this case, you got a small flagpole, a huge flag, invalidates that. It makes this a rising channel. And it's a bullish continuation pattern, but a bearish reversal pattern usually at the top. You got rejected on a local M-topping reversal or mountain double top locally here. Broke down, got below the major moving averages, and now what you need to do is get back above these major moving averages, make a run up to the 29,394, and try to get back into this red trading zone if you want to get really short-term to medium-term bullish, or you're going to continue to get rejected after these brief pumps, and you're going to end back down here into this blue trading zone between the localized mean, not the bottom of the wick, but the mean, down here at about $16,669 and $19,169. And those are the two areas that I'm watching closely for the XRP, the Bitcoin, and the XLM. Peace and love to that bell notification to my lovely, glowing, beautiful audience.